Okie dokie, artichoke. Oh, Jesus, what is going on here? I hit, like, done. Fucking lies. I am not playing Octopath, liar. There we go. Hi, Angel. Guys, we're here. We're live. We're sexy. And we're ready. We're gonna be doing a race today for Paper Mario Rando League. We're Red Key Division. I'm going up against Lord Levius. This is my 4th race I've done this season out of, I think I've got like 16 races to do. But this will probably be the last race of April. I am basically busy every Wednesday and every, like, weekend from here forward. So we got to get it in. I got to try to get it in as often as I can because I'm going to be stacking up a ton of races in May. But I do plan on playing, you know, in my downtime. Today's the 25. So, yeah. Okie dokie. Let's say we're ready. And then we're ready. We're just going to get right at it. I'll do my best to keep a hold of chat. Just kind of bear with me, right? Because I am in a race and I got to try to focus a little bit. But I ran a seed earlier today. It was an outstanding seed. I was on like 145 finish pace. It was insane. Like, I was like an hour 15 in. I was basically go mode minus red key. And I'm like, okay, this is fine. Went to all my other checks and cleared out the other 2 chapters. Then I went up to chapter 7 and I'm like, oh, surely the red key's in chapter 7. Nope. So I went all the way up there. Then I had to come all the way down and do like every check for every other place. And the seeds that were in were like chapter 1, 4, 5, and 7. So, like, I had to fight the anti-guy, and I was a pretty beefy, like, damage dealer. I had to fight him. I ended up, like, I had to save the Yoshi kids. I had to fight the first blooper, like, super blooper. I did the Dark Koopas, even though I didn't have to. Like, it was just terrible. And it ended up being, like, Big Lantern Ghost, which is one of the 2 skips in that kind of race that I would always skip because they take so long. And plus, at the time, I think it was like chapter 5 or 6 difficulty. I think it was chapter 6 difficulty, chapter 4. And so, like, starting off, it was not the most ideal chapter to have, even though we did have Ultra Boots and we were able to kill the general guy. But again, it's an out-of-the-way check and it's time-consuming as opposed to all of the numerous checks we ended up doing. So that was rough, but I'm warmed up for today. Ready to go. So hopefully this seed goes well. I would love to get a win, guys. I'd like to get a win. I haven't gotten a win yet. I played 3 races. I've lost them all. I finished 1, I think, so far. But I would like to finish and at least get a score on the tracker. So, but routing's been good. Skips are good. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, we're going to do this for, again, we're always shooting for sub 2 hours. That would be a PB. So let's see what happens. All right, you guys ready? Are you ready to rock and roll? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Cooper first. That's not terrible. Okie dokie. I'm assuming we're definitely going to be in chapter 6. Sure. Repetitive cake is fine. Let's see what's over here. Okay, That's dizzy attack. We probably won't need that. Hopefully Merlin doesn't have anything substantial in this run. I always... Before we do that, a couple things I want to check here. Alright. Might need this. We'll buy it anyway. Check page 2. Page 2 usually hides some secrets. Fright jar, no. Alright. Okay. Okay. Well, that's fine with me. Repetitive Thunder Rages are nice. And let's buy like 2 of these. Might as well while we're in here. Alright, I know I need to go check. There we go. Hitting buttons too fast. I just got done playing Guitar Hero a little bit, so I'm kind of zooming here. All right, so we're gonna assume honestly, if we got stuff for chapters 6, 3, and 7, we are hopeful that that's going to be the chapters we're gonna need. I'm hoping that chapter. I love chapter 7, so I'm never opposed to doing it. It's just because it's so damn far away, it's less than ideal to have to do it, especially if you have to do it early. Let's take that. That's helpful. Especially if we end up getting a high level, like, if we have to go into chapter 4, for example, like, that would be useful to scare those shy guys because they're prone to taking those. Chapter 1, chapter 3, chapter 4, and chapter 5. Okay. Chapter 7 is not in logic. Alright. Well, Blue Portrait's really nice to have. Didn't need those blueberries, but that's okay. We just grab whatever we see. That means we might not... we will need Bombette in this seed. Storeroom key we might need. Repetitive cake mix is fine. Life stream at 25 isn't terrible. Sure. What else does this guy have? Ice power, we might need that. Paracarry again. Item pouch. Mega Quake. All or nothing. Oh, good God, man. Dude, we might need to just be getting a shitload of these star pieces. Alright, let's go. That's a lot of stuff, man. Hopefully, I figured out how to, like, cancel things we don't need, so it'll help you guys figure out what's going on and what chapters I have to do and what chapters I don't have to do. Because if you were to come in, like, late, you might not have a clue what's going on. I might not need that item pouch, but man, like, there's a lot of badges. I'm postulating that we're gonna need, like, we're probably gonna need that storeroom key, which I think was 30, which is really rough, so we better start getting star pieces quick. Like, every opportunity, we're getting them. We're gonna be, hopefully we get super, or ultra hammer quickly, because that would be really convenient to have to get. Alright, we just got some money on that, which is good, because we're gonna need to sell some stuff to get, through Kent-C Koopa. We don't need that. Jesus, like super shrooms for days over here. Fuck! Alright, looks like chapter 1 is probably chapter 3 strength. Or chapter 4 strength, maybe. Okay. We are gonna need sushi in this seed. Melons are good. Oh, yeah, sorry about the ads, everybody. Gotta keep the lights on here. Don't need that, because we don't do chapter 6. Okay, that's useful, because we probably don't need that badge. Okay, that's useful. Alright, we could go into chapter 3. We gotta sell some stuff. I'm gonna sell that melon, I think. I'll sell like 2 of these. We're gonna go chapter 1 now. Just because it's fast and we don't have to go this way again. Give me your money! That's just force of habit, grabbing everything. You don't need to grab everything. Boink! Oh, Jesus. Let's not do anything stupid. There's another... Angel, thank you for the sub! I didn't see that before. Thank you, thank you. Okay, we are gonna need a snowman doll. Anything good here? Fortress key is good. A second snowman doll is helpful. Hey, buddy. Oh, I didn't want to throw that away. Jesus, there is a ton. This is just like the seed I did earlier. It's items on items on items. Alright. Well, since we're over here, let's go see what's at the Koopa Village. Nice, we do need that. No, we don't. We don't need Starstone. We do need that, though. Give me that. We need that for sure. Alright, let me sell. Sell the melon. Oh my god, I'm short 1 coin. God damn it, man. I guess sell the cake mix. And I'm just gonna end up buying one right after I do this. Dick. Very nice. Theoretically, we could go do checks at Koopa Fortress if we wanted to. Let's go see what the fuzzies have back here. D-down pound. We're not super big on that. Okay. Let's go. Let's go into chapter 3. I need the cake mix still, but we don't need that right now because we can't get into the next chapter. I Ideally, we shouldn't go into chapter 3 yet either. Yeah, let's do it though. There might be something in the forest. Then we don't have to come back to forest after that. Oh, I forgot. It's 2 over, right? Yeah. I've been in the forest in a minute. Hope everybody's having a nice day. Thank you. I really needed that 1 coin. Mushrooms. God damn it, man. Okay, we won't need those. That's right. This is the room that I always mess up, because it's only 1 to the right, not to the left. And now we're at the final room. We go 2 to the right. Right? Dude, what a fucking scam. Did I get all coins here? Like that? What are the fucking chances of that? That's insane. Unfortunately, we can't even do much here. We only can do like a handful of checks, but this is kind of a gamble. That's some hot money, baby. Assuming we even need money, but that's nice too. Well, we can do the upstairs room, and we can get Bo. And we can peek into, Gusty Gulch. That's shitty. I'm guessing the game wanted me to go deeper into chapter 1, which is fine, because I have Cooper, so it's not like I don't have to do that. I just figured maybe, you know, I kind of preemptively hit the whatever, like, grabbed, like, Homeward Shroom, and I really didn't have to. I should have just ran back and went back to back further into Pleasant Path, but that's alright. This had to get done anyway at some point, so it doesn't really matter if I do it now or if I do it later. We can do a couple peek checks while we're over here. That should be okay. Because honestly, if we end up getting like a couple of fortress keys while we're over here, like that would be great. Then we can just get done with that. Or the Jade Raven. Dude, what is happening with these boxes? I'm getting like all fucking coins in these. Tubba is just not having it, I guess. Oh, good God, man. There's just nothing here. Except the warehouse key that we don't need. Oh, my God. Dude, hit the fucking thing, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was unlucky, man. Why am I getting all this Chapter 7 stuff? Like, this is shitty. Oh, here, I can get some money. Well, I don't really need the money right now. I guess we gotta go into Chapter 2. I know, it's ridiculous. I'm getting a bunch of stuff for things I don't need. See, another reason I don't like going this deep into this dungeon is because it's like there's only so much. We did get the toy train, which is great, but we need Bo. Like without Bo, we can't get into chapter 4. Oh, come on, buddy. 15 minutes in, and I barely even gotten going yet, because there's just nothing. Like, we've gotten like no items either. Like, with no badges. Like all the good badges are at fucking Merlot. He's got all the hot badges. He's got like all for nothing, and got a shitload of stuff. This is not going to be a super easy fight, but we do have access to a shitload of items, so we can actually get through this. Oh, I'll hit him with the Thunder Rage. Plus, getting 2 keys is not terrible, because you really can't do any checks unless you have 2 keys or 4 keys. More money. I'm assuming we're going to get the odd key in here, honestly. Because the game's giving me a shitload of items for money. Wow, vanilla key? Are you serious? Dude, that is dumb. Well, at least we know where it is. That's probably going to be the... Oh, fuck. Isn't that a palace key, too? Jesus! Like, we're getting all the Chapter 7 stuff. Oh, fuck off, game. I want to save these, because I'm probably going to have to do pit. So we're gonna do pit, unfortunately, because we could roll the dice with bomb bet, but then we're soft locked inside that room. So you can't have that. So this should be interesting. Mandatory pit early? God, that's ass. Maybe let's just Fright Jar. It's not great. Yes, Angel, very good. Well, I do have 2 life shrooms, but yikes. Oh, this should be fine. It's more for everybody else that's not here, or that's in here lurking. Any news from our vodka-loving comrades? Vodka-loving? Oh, yes. It has shipped. Oh, fuck off, game. Well, I guess we're just gonna Thunder Rage, and we might just have to take the death. Can't do much about it, really. I'd rather not die, but we had no I sold all those super shrooms so that I could buy the toy train. I know, it really does. Oh, I also didn't equip any badges. That's bad on me. I kind of forgot I had badges. I did have a couple. Probably would have made some of this easier. Honestly, I wouldn't even have taken damage here. Thank you, mods. Yeah, we should probably make sure we're equipping. I'm gonna boost HP now, I think, instead of BP. Primarily because all the good badges are sitting in the fucking booth. Look at that, yeah. I mean, what are we gonna use it on? Like, nothing, really? Luckily, we can go... We just got a shitload of money, so we can always get more of our Thunder Rages if things get dire. Yeah, because those are really nice badges. Really nice, plentiful badges to have, or items to have. We might be doing a Rip Cheeto after this, knowing that... we'll probably end up getting an HP plus later. Like, we know where some HP pluses are. This is just a rough start. But yes, it did ship. It shipped out of Kyiv today. We're talking about my cosplay for the upcoming convention. Did you ever figure out that Borderlands? I never... Did you figure it out? Wow, that's rough. Okay, we gotta go back. Because I never booted it up today. I would assume it's gonna work if it's cross-platform. I don't know what the hell else I need to check at this point. There's really not a lot of options. Kiev. Could be. Well, we know where one of the keys is. We need Bombette for that. Can't go to chapter 5 yet. This has got to be something. Oh, the door just opens? I didn't know that. The fuck? Blooper 1? It's got to be Blooper 1, right? The last possible thing we checked. Get all the way into these chapters, check Blooper 1, I guess. I guess we can get some money while we're here. Rough start, guys. 25 minutes in and we still haven't found any real progression. We haven't found anything. I was hoping some of these, like, major biggie checks were gonna have something, but the something has got to be in here, obviously. Fucking god game. Every time. It's like every time I do a race, I'm, like, running into every enemy I don't hit when I'm not doing a race. Okay, now we can just go into chapter 4. Good god. Alright, did I ended up selling that cake mix, I think. I did. Alright, let's go back here. Let's buy a cake mix. Let's probably buy a few Thunder Rages, too. Get that from the next place. Okay. This is just unnecessary backtracking. Watch, it all came down to this. That not checking that soon enough. Could be. Good news is I don't have to waste any time doing additional checks. I can just go right at it. Okay, I'm gonna buy like at least 3 Thunder Rages. Yeah, we needed bow like quick. At first I thought, every time we start getting a bunch of stuff for other chapters we don't need, I get really nervous that I didn't look at the fucking, like, first 4, like, the Star Spirits we need properly. More money. I might actually end up using that. Alright, you got anything down here? Nope. 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 And nope. That's useful. That is not useful. Although, yeah, we're not going to roll the dice on double and triple dip. Although, that could end up becoming useful later, depending on how many rounds we need to use items. That could be... If they are cheap, we just don't... We won't know. Parakarry's nice. We'll put him on, like, right now, actually. More Thunder Rages! Throw that shit away. Nice. Okay, we can actually finish Chapter 1 once we know where Bombette is. Throw away this mushroom. Alright, that's... Good thing we just got Parakarry. Alright, that opens up the shortcut to Chapter 3 properly. Oh, fuck off. God, I did that perfectly earlier, too. Dude, what is up with all these coins? What's going on? Eeyore. Alright, here's to hoping we actually get, like, Bombette in here. That would be nice. Oh, God, honestly, getting everything in here would be great. Green Station's usually a big yielder. Based on how this is looking, we're probably going to do Chapter 5 last. So I haven't found... we still haven't found Sushi, and we still haven't found Jade Raven. Oh, good. Nothing we actually needed. Hey, Swan, how you doing? Good morning. I've been good. How are you doing? Glad you could catch a stream. Hope things are all good over there in the land down under, as they say. I swear to fuck, if this is 2 more coins... Dude! Oh, okay. Okay, that's better. Pretty good, been busy over here, currently have a break. Oh shit, no, what am I doing? Still on. So, I'm doing a randomizer, I'm in a league doing a race with other people in my division, or conference, or whatever you want to say. And what we're doing is me and the other individual, Levius here, we are racing this seed to see who gets done the fastest. And it's... Oh my... What is going on with these coins? Dude, like, everything's coin... Oh my god! What the fuck? Like, why is everything coins? We don't need that. I mean, we might actually for star pieces. That could be useful. Nice. Well, Watt's good. Watt gets us to chapter 5. I know. Like, everything that's supposed to be, like, replaced with, like a random item, it's being replaced with all the fucking coins from all, like, the coin trails that we see in this game. It's insane. My other Australian friend that hangs out in here sometimes, she might be here. One Up Girl, she also lives in Australia. So, like, it makes sense to me that you're doing, you're on a break. Does that mean you're gonna get back to the old grind of the, Horizon? Back on the Horizon grind? Okay. That might be useful. Egg. Will you get in there? Holy Jesus, I hit the mother load! Oh my god. Getting fucking power-ups all over. Well, we might be going to chapter 5 now. Shit. Bow upgrade. What's bow at? Shell shot. Spook at 1 is nice. Okay. Back here, you fuck stick. Oh, really? Only 5? Alright, well, that makes this easy. Fuck off, Goombario power-ups. God. Just what we didn't need. Alright. Well, I'm going to skip Big Lantern Ghost, even though if we did fight him, maybe this evening actually. I have final quest on Ultra before I got all the achievements at 0 done. Oh yeah, I feel you there. We do have early bow. This is good. You've got to be joking with this fucking coins blocks. Why is everything a coin block right now? I actually don't need this. Alright, let's go to chapter 5. How many star pieces do we have? 10? Okay. Once we get to, like, 20 or 30, we'll go back. Oh, am I actually Luigi? I wasn't even paying attention. Right, yeah, I wasn't even paying attention. That's right, you were telling me about Subnautica. And Ori, yeah, Ori's good. You're playing the first Ori game, right? Ori in the Blind Forest or whatever? Not Ori Will. That's on my backlog games to do. I'll stream those at some point. Holy shit. Gotcha. Ooh, I almost let go too soon. Once we get Jade Raven, we're Gomo Chapter 5, by the way, now that we got the Ultra Hammer. That was crazy to get that many, like, hammers in a row. Boink, 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 boink. Yes, take me to church, baby. We're going to the Church of the Yoshis, where they sing all the songs of Yabbies. Church of the Yoshis, baby. That was convenient. Oh, look at that. Oh, he behaved. Good boy. That's kind of nice. I gotta sell these fuckers. I gotta throw this away? Oh my god, I really don't want to... Yeah, let's throw away the Fright Jar. I've gotta sell these, like, now. Alright, let's go rescue our blue Yoshi friend. We always save the blue one. We don't always save the other one. Although, we could end up having to save all these fucking bastards because we do have Watt right now and we do have Sushi right now. But I always save this one because, not that Blue Yoshi's my favorite, but it just seems so silly not to save him when we're right here. At least with the one with Watt, you have to go up and deal with that other asshole, like, that's standing up there. We are gonna probably have to come back here, though, because we don't have Jade Raven. Unless we just somehow magically get... If the Jade Raven's just sitting in the water, then that would be crazy. Shit! I moved a little too slow. Oh my god. Well, these guys are not fucking around. Was he level... Yeah, like 11 health? Holy shit, I think that's like level 7 scale. This is gonna be a tricky dungeon. That's why the game's giving us a shitload of money, so that we can spend it on items. Another coin? What the fuck, man? I'm saving this one because if I don't, I'll get a repetitive text box keeps showing up. Alright, let's go around. Let's go through here, because I want to see what this cabana has. Okay, even better. That's perfect. Oh my god, and there's fucking, like, shooting stars here? Jesus. Okay, let's start selling some stuff. Sell the Ultra Shroom. Yep. Yep. Sell the other Ultra Shroom. Yep. Jesus H fuck. I guess let's sell like 2 Thunder Rages. Nope. I will buy this. I will buy like 2 more of these. Holy Moses. That was lucky as fuck. Okay. Dude, Jade Raven in there, and we had fucking... I'm glad I came to this fucking place now. Well, there was no choice. We had to come here. Didn't really get much of an option. Alright, I'm gonna keep that Super Shroom. That could be useful. 6. That's useful. Okay. Power Quake at 1 is going to make this seed significantly easier. That is also going to make things easier. Oh shit, I wasn't even paying attention. Shit, I tried to trap him in there. Boy, we might be able to kill. Well, no, we can't right now. Alright, we gotta hit this tree quickly. Fuck! This little prick. I mean, I could use... I don't want to waste a lot of my money, more or less. I needed that, too. Okay. Let's go this way. Let's go back. Now that we got Jade Raven, we can just go right into this chapter. Which, how many items do we have? Because if we're gonna do this right now, this is gonna be very, very challenging. I'll go do sushi check and see what's on that little island. Knowing my luck, it's just gonna be nothing over there. Nice! That was a good check. We'll come back there if we have to. Alright, let's get this dancing bastard. Come on, buddy. Give me some good love here. It's not terrible. Nice. We did have ice power back at Merlot. That could be imperative, honestly. We might absolutely need that. We're gonna probably... we're not gonna use a lot of FP. Let's go BP just for a safety. I was gonna go HP, but now that we got Ultra Boots, we're kind of in a good place. Should I go back to Merlot and go get Ice Power, knowing it's over there for 10? Honestly, I probably should. Even though it's going to be a bitch. Well, it won't be as bad. It's not going to be... No, not yet. Not yet. Maybe we can find something better. I really don't want to go back. Because if I go back now, then what that essentially means is that... in order to get back, I gotta fight the blooper again, which I'm probably gonna have to do anyway, but I'd rather not have to fight that fucking blooper. Like, not now. Although, I probably could get away with it now that I have, like, Ultra Boots. But let's see, maybe we can find something good here. Now that we just got Power Rush. What the fuck was that? Dude, he ran right through me! Oh my god, why are the enemies being big bitches right now? Oh my god. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Mario has not been moving the way I want him to. Dude, Mario, come on, buddy. Okay, that's gonna be helpful for the boss. How many snowman dolls do I have right now? 1, 2... I have 4. Okay, I think we'll be fine. Let's do... What am I trying to do here? What party members do I have? I was trying to see who's at what level. Sushi, Wappo, Parakarry. Okay, that was not as much as an item would have been. Not good. This is a bad start. I mean, don't be afraid to use shooting stars, I guess, right? Because we've got a shitload of them and we have plenty of places to get them back. Power Rush might kill. Yeah, I thought it went up by 2. Alright, what do we need for go mode right now, guys? We know we need Bombette. We need... one Tabaki. And I think that's it, right? Bombette, Tabaki? Yeah, because we need Bombette to be able to get that final fortress key. And we need Bombette to be able to fight the Chapter 4 boss. So it's mostly we're just on a hunt for Bombette. We're getting a bunch of star pieces. I really don't have to go back to... How are we doing on items? We have a bunch of Thunder Rages, and we have a bunch of money. Where are we at in terms of totality of items? 14. Okay, let's do this. Let's go back. Let's get like two more key items here from the shop. I just want to be... I'm going to be ultra careful that I don't game over here. Alright. This is where I probably should have grabbed Triple Dip, honestly, from the fucking toy box. It was probably worth it to get Triple Dip. I might end up going back. I do have 2 life shrooms if things get scary. But I'd really rather not have to use them. But again, we're looking for 1 more Tabaki, and we're looking for 1 more... and Bombette, and that's it. And then we're in go mode. And that go mode in about an hour would be kind of nice. Alright, Come on, you block! Jesus! My guess is Bombette will likely be in tub of bedroom. If it's not in here, which, let's hope. We're hoping. Any hopers? Okay, well, I guess we just got another piece of insurance there. This laggy-ass room. I tried to avoid that silly cake. That's a safety in case we need it. Bombette? Oh my god. I guess let's get rid of the super shroom. Jesus Christ. I have so many items right now that are like damage dealing items. Like, there's no... This is why, like triple dip was probably the... I probably should have gone for triple dip. Oh, fuck. What am I doing? I'm so used to having Lackey in here. This is the first time in a while I haven't had him. Damn. Alright, that's a bummer. I don't like skipping this room because it's a relatively quick check more often than not, and you're already here. I'm not gonna get it. So obviously if I would have made a few more decisions, I probably would be having a better time, and fights are gonna go faster as a result of if I had like double dip or triple dip, especially knowing now that double dip and triple dip would have actually are huge because all of these like damaging items are big. I think what we'll probably end up doing is we're gonna go we'll go right to Toy Box if we find Bombette here. I should actually get right into Power Rush as soon as possible. Yeah, we're just gonna... We'll take some damage here. Because I think at, like, level 7, the buds have, like, at least 6 health. Yeah, this is probably where, like, having triple dip would have been a better idea. Alright, we're gonna save, and we're going to get our badges out that we're gonna need. We don't need... We probably are going to need defend plus. And hammer throw is not a bad option. Alright. Party. Squirt at 8 is rough. Alright. Wait, did I save? I don't know if I saved. Okay. Double saving to be sure, because this could be... I've lost seeds to this exact fight before. At level 7, chapter 5, Piranha. Now, obviously, I could have gotten ice power. I didn't do that. That was not ideal. Okay, that's kind of rough. We will not survive this turn. But what I could do is... repel gel now. I've only had one repel gel, though. I really would rather not waste them. I'd like to get into danger going into the fire. Okay, that's not good. I could probably... I'm gonna have to repel gel, I think. So what we're gonna do is on this turn, I'm going to... Well, for 2 turns, I'm gonna damage the head. If... Mother... God, every time with this fucking boss! God, that was 10 damage we missed. That's 5 extra damage we fucked up. That was gonna be 15 damage. Son of a motherfucker! Oh my god, just blowing it! Oh, I fucking hate this game sometimes. It's fucking, I looked right at the button, and I choked. Oh, every fucking time. Okay, that was a huge block. Yeah, that's what we needed, because that would have killed. Well, it was not going to make much of a difference. So, I'm glad I used the repel gel, though. That was a good strat. But 2 life shrooms is rough. This fight, I swear to fuck, this fight I have so many problems with. So that's not going to do 5, but we will do 4. As long as, well, okay, as long as we hit the bounce. Oh my god, this fight is just the worst. 2 consecutive race seeds where I had to deal with chapter 7 fucking lava piranha in league races. That's just insane. I'm getting sick and tired of these. I don't remember if he attacks. Well, if he... Or not. I think they all just come back, but I don't remember if they come back and attack me. They don't. Okay, good. Alright, I think we're gonna be fine. Thank God I kept all my snowman dolls. I better hope I get 3 more repel gels in this seed. I know. They are nice for Bowser. That's why I'm hoping for 3, otherwise the current strats that I do probably aren't gonna work. So I'll say this, having double dip and triple dip was probably gonna be a good idea for this boss. I totally could have came in here better prepared, instead of wasting that repel gel. Because if I would have had multiple, like, items... I'm gonna go HP up, and then I'm gonna spend coins on Chet Rippo and do a little flip-flop. So we still haven't found any, like, HP pluses. Well, I know where an HP plus lives. It's in Merlot. Yeah, and right now, we haven't found a lot of decent badges. Most of the good badges are at Merlot. He's got all the fucking hot shit. He had, like, All or Nothing for, like, 20. He had, like, Mega Quake. He had Power... I think he had a Power Plus or something like that. It's, like, ridiculous. But I'm trying to stock up as many, as many of these, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. As many star pieces as possible so that I could just go to Merlot once, get everything I want, and then not have to come back. So right now, we're at 16. I think we need, like, 30 star pieces. Or 29. It's still a fair amount at this point. Alright. I do like to check Volcano Vase chest. Nice, I'm glad I did. Alright, we're gonna check this, because if this is Bombette, this is big, big, big. Okay. We've got a lot of checks we could do in Toad Town now. We could do Toad Town Fountain. I'm gonna sell this jam and jelly. I'm gonna sell the stone cap too. So don't need that. Now I can go get more. I'm gonna go back to Goomba Road. We're gonna start fighting bloopers, I think. Okay, I'm glad I came here. Let's see what the Badge Man has. Mr. Badge Man, do you have Bombette? Yes, you do. You little bastard. And you got Lackey, too? That's interesting. Okay, let's go to... Let's go do this. Let's go do this chapter. So now all we need is a key. We can also do chapter 4 at any time. We're gonna skip that check. Just because we'll check this. At this point, we're only looking for one item. One. Now, I am aware I have to go back into Toad Town sewers. Well, we don't necessarily have to go back into Toad Town sewers. We might have to. There's a fair amount of checks there. I'm really kind of rolling the dice on that the final location is... Tubba Key will be at Tubba Fortress, which is very plausible, considering how many checks there are in Tubba Fortress. Or Tubba Castle, rather. But we do have a fair amount of checks down in the Toad Town tunnels. That now we could do essentially everything in Toad Town tunnels. This is the first time I've actually had a key item behind this wall since I've been doing randomizers. This is crazy. First time I've ever had to hit that switch. This is crazy that this key was vanilla key. I did a seed the other day that was like, literally, I want to say the key was, like, walked into Tubba Castle and there was like 3 fucking keys, like 2 Tubba keys were inside the Tubba bedroom with the coins on the bed in the Mega Rush room. That was insane. I have never seen something like that before. Which, that made that seed a lot easier at the time. But I had already kind of screwed that seed up by doing just silly checks. Okay, that's a useful item. I don't know. That's probably good enough for now. Hit him with another shooting star. Oh, nice. Bomb is cheap. Look at all these hot coins we're getting. I didn't see how much D-down jump was. I probably shouldn't have, I probably should have checked. This is not ideal. Shoot. We're gonna do a do nothing. Get hit again. This knocks the Cooper brothers out. We get another turn because Bombette goes again. She bombs, knocks them on their ass, and then we can just take them out with whatever we want. Routing! Strategies. Whoa! Let's not fuck that up. Kaboom. I'll show you lightning! Alright, now we can start throwing into BP. Whoa! We're hoping for more Repels. Come on, Repels, baby. We essentially checked everything in Chapter 1 except... well, did we skip anything? In the fortress, I think so. The only thing we skipped was that explosive wall out here next to the fortress wall. We checked everything else, I think, including pit. I did pit too early, which was unfortunate, but we had a lot of items, so it was fine. All right. Let's go check some items. We got a lot of items to check at this point. Where are we at for star pieces? 19? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go... Oh, we're going to get 20. Did I already do the triple jump? I don't think so. Nope. Good thing it wasn't anything critical. Obviously, if that was something not critical, that would have been helpful. Okay, nothing there. Yeah, okay. We've got some checks to do. Odd key house we can do. Alright, I'm gonna hit the save block. No, we don't need that. Power rush can stay on. What was the down jump? 5. Ugh. This can go. Yuck. I guess. Let's see. Let's do. Yeah, we can do this now. There's a few checks this way we never checked. We're looking for Tub of Key, but if we find any bonus items through here, it's not going to be the end of the world. I'd rather be 100% sure. And I'm kind of saving. We just gotta make sure we got enough coins to, to pay Chet Rippo, because I don't remember how much his coins are. I thought it was 64, but I don't remember. There was a badge down here. We'll check him on the way back. There's also a star piece down here. Okay, that's useful. Well, it might be useful. If it's cheaper than Defend Plus, then it's definitely useful. Whoa. How many? 22? Okay. So we need 7 more. We might find a bunch here in the sewer when we go back in. Let's take a quick peek into chapter... We're going to take a quick peek into chapter 2 and see if there's anything in the shop here that is worth a damn. Plus get some free star pieces. I don't see anything good in there. No, okay. Since we're here. I like it. It's not a repel gel, but it's not bad either. It's definitely worth going in. Jesus, I almost got hit by that Galumba again. Alright, that's fine. I think we need 5 more. Get the tracker out, chat! We need 29 star pieces. Yes! Okay, fuck yeah. Alright, we are officially go mode. Alright, I'm actually going to take the road... Oh my god, that was a crazy jump. I'm going to take the road up here just to see what's over here while we're here. Okay. And then we're going to go fight the Dark Koopas. Actually, I'm going to drop in here real quick. I'm looking for Mega Rush more or less at this point. And it might be inside Tubba Castle. Or on the way to Tubba, but, I mean, you never know. I could use some more repel gels. I have to go to Chet Rippo. Where are we at for money? 79 coins? Okay. Here's what I think we're gonna do. I think we're good to fight, Michael here. I don't need this. I do need Power Quake, and I guess... Oh, Jesus. That's probably fine for now. Let's bring out Bow so we can use Spook potentially. Shit. When he applies the repel gel, it's basically like he's putting on the lube, which is kind of funny. It's like, let me put this lube on my arm real quick. I guess BP. We haven't had a lot of BP. Protect your kids! Whip! 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 Thinking of ways to route Bowser at this point. Hoping we find some stuff in the next dungeon. There's a lot of stuff here. Actually, I'm gonna skip that. There's a lot of stuff that we never got to see in here. There's a shitload of star pieces in here. How many do we need? 3. Okay, so we're good to go at this point. Dude, that was essentially the only... That was like the vanilla items. Okay, we think we're good. Boy, we got no good items here. Close call ain't good. This was actually a time waste. Big gamble here. Thinking we had no badges really. This has been a shit seed for badges. It's been a great seed for items. If I could get like 3 more if I could get like 2 or 3 more repel gels, we would be golden. I still haven't talked to Chet Rippo or Rip Cheeto either of them. Oh fuck yeah, here we go. How much? 25? Easy. That's gonna make this whole process a lot simpler. Because I have all or none sitting in the thing. I've got some other items sitting in Merlot. We just gotta remember what we're doing here. We're going all the way in. Really, what we're just looking for at this point is Mega Rush. If we can find it, great. If we can't, I mean, it is what it is. We have Power Rush at least, so the only thing I'm worried about is not having enough FP, I guess, at this point. Which is a reasonable problem to have. So I think we might want to start stacking into FP here soon. Which I might use... Motherfucker! I might use Chet Rippo for that. We'll see. Because I'm going to level up again. Because I won't fight anything inside Tubba Castle. We're not going to hit any boxes unless they're badge boxes at this point. What the fuck is this? Is that a mushroom? Yeah. Actually... I just want to check bed. Maybe there's a shit, but maybe there's just a swath of badges sitting in here. There's a repel gel. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Fuck. Damn it. I had the right angle. I just did it wrong. Let's just run away. I don't have time to be fucking around with this guy. Come here, buddy. Come on. I'll chase your ass around the room. We'll see who's faster. I am not hitting the... Like, Mario, I am not hitting the inputs very crispy since on this controller. Well, I might be on pace for... Usually it's 15 minutes from the second we get into... Star Road, which... We've got 2 things we have to do before Star Road. We have to go to Chet Rippo, and we have to go to Merla before we get to Star Road. So we've got another, like, couple minutes at least on that. We have to deal with. Fuck off. Oh, you fucker. Damn it. I was holding down. Alright, trying to think of who would be a good partner to have for this. I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be Bo. Trying to think who's going to go into Bowser with me. I never found any Watt upgrades. Otherwise, it might be Bombette because she has the very low bomb, but... Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. I don't really know what we're gonna do here. We got Power Plus, so it's like... He's gonna do probably like close to 12 damage or so. So we're doing like, what, 17 damage a turn? I'm gonna let him just suck me off, because there's no way he's gonna do more than 16 damage. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we're good. He can charge up again and we'd be fine. Once he gets like under 5, it's pretty much GG. Point, 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 point. This might be a close one, guys. Hour 31 and we're just about there. We have 2 more main things to do. We gotta go to Merlot and we've got to go to... We're gonna check Michael the dog again one more time too. I didn't check any Rip Cheeto. But we might have to go to the store, and 64 coins is exactly what we need for Chet Rippo. I don't have enough for Rip Cheeto. Oh, fuck off, game. I know! I think we might get a 2 or sub 2. Nice. Oh, shit! I forgot I had to do Chapter 4 still! Oh, my god. I completely forgot we still have to do Chapter 4. Holy shit. Well, we better go get some of those, we better go get some of those fucking, Thunder Rages. I don't think we're gonna get a sub 2. I forgot I had to finish Chapter 4. If I had finished Chapter 4 like I thought I already did, then maybe. But no, it's gonna be, because I still gotta go up to... I gotta still go up to Merlot before we go to the final boss. Because I only need all for nothing for it, but we'll see. Oh, plus we just got Starstorm. Alright, we'll save our money. Sell some stuff. What do we have for items now? Shooting star, repel gel, snowman doll. Okay. Let's, we should be fine. I don't think we're gonna need a lot of items. Ideally, I should have gotten double dip and triple dip, like, early. Mega rush, mega rush! Shit. Maybe. We'll see. Luckily, Chapter 4 is pretty fast to get back to. I believe I can fly! Now, the question is that going to be enough? Is the sub 2 going to be enough to win the seed? That I don't know. I lost a fair amount of time early. We'll put quick change on to switch out to Watt if we have to. Yeah, I got it. I'm good. I didn't put on D down jump, which wasn't ideal, but... Zip, zip. They're calling me Slapnut! These guys have an 8, I think. Oh shit, they only have 5? Oh, fuck yeah. Well, this is much easier than I remember it being earlier in the chapter. And we're hoping that, like, we're hoping that the hot badges are at the end. Or at the fucking... At the what's it called? So right after this actually was preferred routing. Because, because when I'm done with this, I'll be right next to the general store, and that's gonna be great. Right, 2 more turns. I really had a blackout! Alright, not bad. Not bad. I really had a blackout, baby. Oh. Alright. Chet Rippo to get more BP. Merlot to get HP plus and to get all for nothing. And then I think we're good to go. And then we just got to figure out what we're going to do about... I mean, fingers crossed that Starhaven has repel gels on for sale. Because if they do, we're going all in on Repels, man. We're going a 5-pack at least. Maybe even 6. Because then I could go right into asshole with minimal problems. Oh, where is he? Oh, he's not even there! Oh, what the shit? Oh, dude, where is he? I thought he was there. Maybe I have to reload. Oh my god, this is a disaster. This is not good. I do not want to have 20 HP. That's going to really make routing of Bowser much more... Oh, fuck yeah! Hell yeah! That's what we were looking for, but I don't know how to route this properly. Oh... Man, I don't have any FP pluses. Well, we're gonna have to figure it out. I thought Chet Rippo was gonna show up. Why did he not show up? Was it because I was too evenly stacked? Well, I guess let's get a bonus one of these. Well, the storeroom key was irrelevant unless there's a like a repel gel in there, which would be nice, but I think we'll be okay. We did just get a handful of life shrooms. That might be what we're gonna have to use on Bowser. Alright, my best time. This is not the way I typically know how to route Bowser, but we're gonna have to make it work because I went a little too hard on HP. Not that that was a bad thing, because there was no badges in this seed. This seed had badges, like, nowhere. But now I gotta figure out how to route Bowser properly to take full advantage of my Mega Rush, because it's different now. I almost need to go into Final Bowser, like, in a weakened state, and I think, well, good news is we will level up on Junior Troopa. Shit, we might actually level up on the Duplighosts. Nice. Missed all of those. Oh, come on, Mario. Get the fuck up the stairs. Nice. Please be a Watt upgrade. No, but that's pretty good, too. Oh, that's... Yeah. Did I check anything? Okay, I didn't think so. I should have threw in more on FP. I thought if I did a 2x, like, HP plus, I could have, like rolled it or whatever off, like, with Chet Rippo. I don't know why I couldn't Chet Rippo him. That doesn't... Maybe it's only, like... Maybe I wasn't, like, two windows away to get him to spawn. I don't know why he wasn't spawning. Okay. We don't need this. We could use this unless... Mega Quake is cheap. It is not. Sure. Oh, fuck yeah. That's excellent. Well, that's convenient. I gotta equip all or nothing. Whoops. Oh, that is a rough all or nothing. Well, I won't need Power Quake. D-down jump will only be useful for like 2 turns unless I shock him. Well, we'll level up on this turn. Alright, here it comes. Alright, fuck stick. Oh, we got him! Fuck yeah, we got him! Oh, hot sex! That was lucky as balls! Oh my god, I can't believe we got him on that. Dude, that was insane. Alright, I'm gonna hit him with the chill out. Oh my god, I can't believe we just got him on that. We're gonna go for another roll of the dice. Hit him with the Thunder Rage. Lightning and the thunder. Alright. I can hit him with a snowman doll. We can dink him. Any dinkers? Oh. Cock. Next turn, we're gonna... Alright. Oh, a double! Let's fucking go! Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened! A double? That was like barely 55% chance, and we got it twice? That's fucking insane. Oh my god. I can't even believe that just happened. Suck on that, ho! Junior Michael Fuckville? Holy shit! Oh my god. Up the BP. Up the BP. We need to get all or nothing on. Holy Moses. Oh my god, I can't even believe that just happened. That was wild! I guess let's save. I don't want anything crazy to happen, but I think we pretty much got this. The only thing I'm worried about is how to route Final Bowser, because I haven't gone into Final Bowser with 20 HP since I started doing randos. I usually like to save it for, let's check this room real quick, just as a... we don't need that. Not at this point. I can't even believe that just happened. That was insane. Just a fucking... I was like, you know, we can't really use items here, so we might as well do something. And I'm like, well, I guess we could try to go for broke. Okay. D-down jump would be nice. All or nothing is going on. Mega Rush, Power Plus, Hammer Throw does not need to be on. How much is Power Bounce? 4? That's shitty. I could turn on... You know what? Let's turn on Flower Plus. Flower Plus could be useful in this fight. Alright. Because in case... Then we can maybe get a little bit... It'll make the fight go a little quicker. Let's wait. Shit. Because I'm not gonna heal. Hopefully I have some... Okay. So 14 would kill here. Another... So if I block did 7, Claw would do block 6, I think. Which would get me to 13. Which... Off of 20. Oh shit, I should have let him hit me. He might heal. Well, can he heal on this? Oh, he might heal. Yeah, he did. Shit, I was worried about that. I should have just let it fuck me. Actually, I have all these. Honestly, I have all these life shrooms. I should have just let him like take me. Dude, I'm blocking that! What the fuck? That's the second time today I've had an issue with that shit. If he does breath, I'm dead. Well, I got... You know what? I got life shrooms, but I'd rather save them for the final Bowser. We also got 2 Repels, so if we can... We're gonna have to coordinate our Repels properly. We gotta hope and pray. If we can end this fight on peril, we're good to go. Which is a tall order. Are we gonna kill here? I think we kill. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Sub 2 hours isn't looking very good. Okay, this is good. FP. We're going FP. We need the extra bounces. These fuckers are expensive, and now I get 3 full hits with D down jump. Oh, I'm having palpitations. I'm so nervous. Alright, final checks. D down jump, power plus, all or nothing, power rush, fire shield. Oh, I forgot about fire shield. Happy flower can come off. Oh, no, it can't. Oh, man. Yeah, honestly, we're just gonna keep Happy Flower on, and we're just gonna have to go with it. Okay, so Bowser did 7 on block, so on block he'll do 8 with the breath, 7 block. Yes. So that gets us to 15. Not on block, you +1 both. I can't take claw hits. We gotta hope he jumps on our ass. I'm trying to think of how do I get into peril quickly. Okay. Woo. I wonder if I were to, how many... Let's just do a quick inventory. I have 4 life shrooms. Okay, we should be fine. So... we're not gonna probably be able to proc peril, I don't think. But we will be able to proc power plus multiple times. All right, here we go. We got this. We got this. I feel pretty good. 4 life shrooms. 2 repels. If we can get into peril, that's great. I might be able to use... I mean, another 7 would be nice. I'm gonna use chill out. Attack power down 3. Then he can hit me with 4. 8 plus black is 5. I need him to breath again. If he breaths again, we're good. He's probably not. That would be insane, RNG, if he breaths again. Okay, this is fine. I'm gonna take the death here. How low is he? He might heal on this. I don't have last stand on. Okay, this is fine. This actually saved us a turn. I just don't want him to heal here. I don't know what the numbers are for healing. We're not going to get 2 hours. Oh, I was so close to 2 hours. Alright, this is fine. So he's probably gonna heal here, I would expect. I can try to do a 2 do nothing. Yeah, we're gonna do nothing and... Whoops! We're gonna do nothing. Hopefully he doesn't heal. Nice, that's actually helpful. That was... I just needed to block that lightning. Fuck! I'm gonna double do nothing because obviously if he was gonna heal there, he would have healed. Shit, bad block. He might heal on this turn. Nice, okay. My guess is he's not gonna heal yet. I have 2 more life shrooms, I think. I'm just gonna double check that, because I want to be safe. Okay, that's fine. He's gonna heal here, I'm pretty sure. I have 1 more life shroom. Yeah, he's probably gonna heal here. I have no... I'm gonna hit him with the chill out. So if he breaths, he'll do 5 damage. He's gonna heal, though, because I'm at 10. Wow, that was convenient. I can't kill. Oh, man, this is so risky. I don't know what to do at this point. I don't want to... I need him to damage... I'm going to do a double do nothing. Nice. Okay, so now we're gonna repel. I'm gonna electro dash. That'll do 3. Shit. D down jump is going to do how much right now? With all or nothing, I'm going to do 7 or an 8. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk it. We're going to repel again. I can't risk it. I don't know. I don't know. D down jump. Plus peril. I might be 8-8. If he doesn't heal here, we might have the dub. Because that got him to 19. We have to hope it's at least 8. Or if we get to 9. Oh, I think we're screwed. He's going to heal, because his health's going to be lower than mine. Yes! We got him! Let's fucking go! Pog! Oh, baby! Fuck yeah! Yes! 203.54! That's a new PB! Woo! Let's go! Hot damn! Last check in Tubba was a WOD upgrade? That sucks. Well, that's okay. It worked out. At that point, we were in go mode. Oh, man. My first win! We got a win! Oh! Fucking about time! Oh, my God. Oh, man. Dude, finally. We finally fucking got a fucking win. When you got max 20 and Reviver get at 10, he can only heal... He only heals below 25 HP. Okay. So, I didn't know, but I played it safe, right? I'm like, I don't know, I don't know. Well, I'm glad I played it safe. Because at the end of the day, I was basically... When in danger, he'll never heal. Okay, now I wasn't sure... Because I never really play... okay, that's good to know. I never ever go into Final Bowser with 20 HP. I usually go in with 15 because I know how to strat that properly to get into peril. But that's good to know that if I get into danger with max HP 20, then, you know, going in with a shitload of life streams basically is a good safety net to get the dub. So I could have been a little faster, obviously. But, dude, it's race setting. If I game overed, it was over. I was pretty confident of that. Like, I didn't know how far along he was at. All I saw was, like, we're going into Final Bowser, and I still haven't... Nobody's finished yet, so... Wow! Guys, that was insane! Can you believe... Okay, yeah, that's helpful. Because I usually don't strat at 20, but I'm glad I did do 20. I was confused why Chet Rippo didn't show back up, because I was ready to, like, throw away my upgrades to HP in exchange of, in BP, but maybe that was because I went too far in. Yeah, clearly I didn't know what I was doing for peril. But I'm so used to doing 15. Just I'm like, If you block... Fire Shield 15 gets you to 8. Just die once, block flames, he'll deal 9. Oh, I mean, okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Well, that makes things a little simpler. I was going with what I knew. I tell this to everybody when I coach. I'm a pool captain on Mondays, and I tell them, like, you go into every match with the information you have, and we're gonna, you know, don't experiment in the middle of a match. Do that on your free time. Holy Moses. Guys, that was crazy. I can't... Let's go back and talk about the crazy, like, the ultimate 50-50. Hey, Amish man, what's up? Chat didn't show up because you needed at least one FP upgrade. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. No sub 2. Knowing what if I would have knew what you knew going into Final Bowser with the 20 and the 25 HP strats and how to get into peril properly, then I would have definitely been... the finish would have probably been like at least a minute or two faster, perhaps. But I mean, all things considered, that was a really good seed, and that was a tough seed. I know, thank you. Finally, a win! God, it feels like I'm struggling every fucking race. This was first of all, this was the first race I had no technical problems, like, in my emulator, which was finally. And this was also, like, the first seed, like, that, let's go back and talk about that 50-50 of, Power Shock on this motherfucker, Junior Troopa. I'm the final Junior Troopa double Power Shock, dude. That was so pog. That, like, saved me at least one up, or one life shroom. Dude, that was wild. And then I hit him, I was like, fuck it, let's just go for it. And then we got it, and I was like, whoa! Like, and then to get him on the kill was just, like, unbelievable. Well, I'm a really good masher, so, like, I got it, I got the... Yeah, so, dude, go back. Like, we can clip that. So I went in, and I think it might have been the first turn. First turn, I power shocked him, and I got him. Because when I mash, I usually can get the bar past 50, closer to 55 or 60. So that helps increase my chances. And I got him, and I'm like, okay, that's 2 turns for free. Then, like, at the end of the fight, I had 2 FP left, and I'm like, you know... Watt doesn't necessarily need to attack here, but if Watt does do if she doesn't do damage, we could roll the dice with another power shock. Fucking got him again! It was insane! Like, what? 2 fucking power shocks on Junior? I'm lucky to get 1 if it's even feasible. Oh my gosh. Dude, that was wild. Nice. Okay, 209. Not bad. That was a good run. That was a good run. I definitely could have routed better. Oh, really? That's wild. I did not know that. Well, obviously, I don't know what I don't know. Routing for me was pretty good. Well, remember, because I went to go do fast checks in Tabasu, because I was in go mode pretty quick. I rolled the dice a couple times, though. Like, obviously, the Lava Piranha fight could have been easier. If I would have grabbed, double dip or triple dip from Toy Box Playground, that would have made that fight significantly faster. Because then I could have just fucking started spamming shooting stars in that fight, like a mother. Because I was just buying, dude. This was an all money, all big boy item seed. This was not a bad seed at all. Yeah, I mean, Chapter 8 was fine for the most part. I'm not really upset about how that worked out. But, you know, obviously I'm not used to 20 HP stratting, so that's fine. We're not going to be complaining about that. But yeah, I could have saved more time in Lava Piranha. I'm not going to complain about, you know, that obviously could have been better. That was the roll of the dice, right? I rolled the dice saying I don't need these double dips and triple dips, although I should have reconsidered. But I didn't want to go for both because I didn't know how expensive they were. One thing I did want to look up, if it's still, it might be too soon to look it up, but I wanted to see if we can see the spoiler log now. Where was Spike Shield? Mount Rugged, okay. And then where was, let me see, where was Last Stand? Oh, Last Stand was in was on the table. And I skipped that, obviously. I'm glad I ended up going back in the tub of bedroom behind the clock and getting that going. All in all, not bad. You know what's really funny about this seed was this was more or less the seed I had to do earlier today when I did a practice run. The only thing that changed was instead of Chapter 3, I had to do Chapter 7. But, I mean, movement was good. I made good decisions on what to and not to fight. There wasn't a lot of big gambles. Good thing about these chapters is there's not a lot of requirements, right? I'm glad I did one of the things that probably helped was me going into Chapter 1, Koopa Brothers Fortress early. Once I had 2 keys, I was like, you know what? Let's go in here because there's probably stuff in there. And obviously the next go item was bow, so I could have routed that differently, obviously. But then I would have been like, rolling the dice to say, well, I don't want to be going into going into Koopa Brothers Fortress with 3 keys because that's fucking silly. So me actually probably going to Koopa Brothers Fortress, finding out that the last key was at Vanilla Key was a huge routing mental note to say, well, once we got 3, we know where the 4th one is and we're good to go. So we just cruise through that whole section instead of rolling the dice. I was pretty convinced Tubba was going to be in Tubba Castle based upon the quantity of checks, but I was like, well, while we're here, we have all the items, we might as well run through sewer checks and just check everything. Because I never went left side sewer until the end. Like, I didn't go sewer west until, like, the end when I fought, like, two bloopers in a row. Not bad. Not bad. Very good. Very good. Well, that was fun. That was sweaty, man. What else do we want to do today? It's 9:45. Should we route some Galdera, guys? I don't know. I don't know if I have that kind of energy to do that right now. What else do we have on the to-do list of games? Split Fiction, we can't do that. Lego Horizon. Forspoken, Ragnarok. Ninja Gaiden. Some Marbus runs. Should we do some Marbus? God, I don't know if I have Marbus in me either. The stress of that fucking process. We do have to get back to Golden Sun, Mario RPG, Dante's Inferno. God, we're not starting anything new. I don't know. I might just stop streaming for today and call it good. I might go do some stuff on the side. I mean, we could fire up the Division for a little bit. If you guys want to watch that, you guys want to watch me play Division 1 on my Xbox, do some boss run, and help me optimize my stratting, or my gear. It's not going to be super, like, exciting, but we could do that for, like, an hour maybe. I should try to go to the bathroom. Well, I feel good about getting a W for the first time since I started. I only started doing this like 4 months ago. Doing like rando races, and I joined right in. I said, you know, this is my favorite game of all time, so I'm like, I think I know this game pretty well. And obviously stratting this game is a lot different because I've never speedrun it, or I've never done like a randomizer, and there's different strats and routes for this than there is in the vanilla game. Not to say I don't still like playing vanilla. Oh, you know what we still have to do? We still have to fight fucking Final Bowser on Paper Mario Master Quest. Oh, God. Honestly, we should just go right into that. Bowser has 170 health in that though. But we gotta work on routing that fight, because that fight's a fucking disaster right now. Well, I don't know about that. I went in there reasonably. The problem is that it's... With this, like, I'm not very good at, like, oh, let's put all these things on and then go in for 20 minutes and die. And it's like, okay, and then let's do this and then go in there 20 minutes and die. Like, it's exhausting. It's the same thing with the Galdera fight. Like, oh, gotta go in. We can't even get to the next section of the game to Galdera 2 until we get through Galdera 1, which is at least 20 minutes to get through all that. It's like, oh my god. It's exhausting. Yeah, I could fire up the Master Quest. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Maybe I'll think about what I want to do here. Just chill out. Maybe we will go back to Master Quest. Oh, fucking Master Quest. I don't know. Well, oh, not that. Master Quest. Man, after that, I just kind of want to relax. Yeah, Master Quest is not going to be a relaxing process. Let's do this. Let's boot up the Xbox. I'm going to run some Division. I know you guys probably have never seen me play Division 1. I have put in probably 1,000 hours into that game. So let's do that. Just a nice little calm down, and then we'll kind of go from there and see what we want to do. I'll probably just wrap it up from there. All right, we're going to close this. Let's move me here, I guess, for now. Quit. Division. Oh my god! You guys know who I am. Yeah, let's boot this up. This is a good cooldown. Alright, if we're gonna do this, I need to boot this up. I don't know let's see what, I'll give you guys kind of a breakdown of what we're doing. Alright, let's see. Division 1 XSX. Cooldown. How long area will we in? We're 2.5 hours in. Down here, chill, grinding. All right. Competitive? Oh, Jesus. Competitive isn't even spelled right. Alright. So, alright. These are my agents. I have 4 of them. I don't know where I want to put myself on this. Let's go to Agent 1. So, for those that are not familiar with this game, which is probably a fair amount of you, I would postulate. This game was called Tom Clancy's The Division. The objective of this, what happened in this game, to kind of give you a story background, is essentially something like COVID-19 got released into this fictional world on Black Friday by some guy that manufactured, combined multiple smallpox and made it super duper potent, that was killing people. And essentially what happened was everybody started dying, government kind of broke down, and then now they had to send in this super squad called the Division, which basically has no law. They're like the sheriff of town, and they're over here trying to help bring order back to the police force, so that people aren't just lawlessly going around killing people, stealing shit and whatever. And that's what we're doing here. Okay. I'm gonna probably throw myself up here again. Chat can go hang out wherever it needs to hang out. Okay. So at this point, I'm gonna minimize this. Let me open this. Here we go. Okay. I have a spreadsheet here that I mark and keep track of my inventory for all my agents, what they need and what they don't need. This first agent, actually what we should do is go on to Agent 3, because we need to sell some stuff. We need to keep selling stuff. We'll get to that. What we're going to do is what I usually do when I'm playing this game every time I jump in, is I go through the boss run in the light world, in the light zone. That's called the LZ. There is a named elite enemy, they are usually yellow, boss in every district of the light zone. That's anything that's not a dark zone. So what we do is I know where they all are. I've routed this at this point. I think my fastest time doing this is 15 minutes, but that's if I'm really cooking. But we're just gonna chill and kind of relax at this point. I'm not gonna freak out or whatever. So we start here at Times Square, and we go to Clinton, do Hell's Kitchen, Hudson Yards, Garment District, Pennsylvania Plaza, Chelsea, Tenderloin, Flatiron, Gramercy, Stuyvesant, Kips Bay, Murray Hill, Turtle Bay, Midtown, East, and then we end here at the Crypt, and then we're done with. And you can do this on every agent that you have. So I usually do it on all 4 agents in a day, and it usually takes an hour and a half. The reason we do this is because killing these named enemies. Well, first things first. What am I running? Alpha Bridge? Okay. That's probably fine. The reason we do it this way is because you increase your likelihood you're gonna get an exotic drop that's a super rare weapon or gear piece. It increases your chances of that, and also increases your chances of getting like ballistic shield damage is trash. Okay. There we go here. It increases your chances to get classified gear. So there's gear set gear. I think there's 16 different gear set pieces. This agent I have 3 different gear set types. I have one called Reclaimer, which essentially means the box that you carry, your support station, your little healing box, becomes like your best friend to help keep you alive and your team alive, while still being able to become a functional. It's pretty much a healer build. I also have Predator Mark. I haven't really used that much. I'm still trying to get a full classified set. So obviously, if we run into like a classified vest or gloves on the boss run, we keep that, throw it in the box. In my stash. Stash can be shared between all 4 agents. This build is called Alpha Bridge. So you get a signature skill. So you can see on my little screen here, like, there's a little box that with the 2 bullets next to it. That's my support station. And then there's what looks like a little bomb with a explosive, like a flash on it. That's my flashbang sticky bomb. See, it just made everybody blind. Did I aggro those guys over there? Doesn't look like it. We also get Phoenix credits for these too, but this is the fastest way to like loot reasonable stuff. That might be useful. Like I just picked up, that was a gear set piece, but as far as I'm concerned at this point, I don't usually, I'm looking for very specific things. And that's why I have it written down on the side of my little spreadsheet to see what exactly I need. Because if I don't need it, this agent, like Striker's Mask, don't need that. Gunslinger Vest, don't need that. Like and then I just deconstruct it with these agents. That except for my Agent 3. Agent 3 I had designated to sell things I don't need, and that's primarily because of every agent has certain commendations that are only agent specific. They don't carry over from agent to agent, which is kind of annoying. But what's nice about that, at least, is if it is agent specific, that's nice. So that red, there's only one red color drop. The colors are similar to, if anybody's played Borderlands, it's very similar to that from the loot's perspective. You got white, then you've got green, then you've got blue, then you've got purple, then you've got orange, then you've got... Oh, that's not ideal. Then you got green. Oh, then you got, like, emerald green. And then you've got, that's for gear set, and then there's the classified, have the little, have that little folder next to it.
You are now entering a safe area.
Remember, you gotta rest sometime. Don't be taking on this.
So at this point, this agent I'm using right now with the Alpha Bridge set, you can see right in between my box, there's something called a signature skill. There's 3 different kinds of signature skills you could have. You can have a tactical link, a survivor link, and a... I forget what the other one's called. It's like defense. It's just a shield. Those are typically like your ultimate, like... they call it your signature skill. It's your kind of like your ultimate to kind of help turn the tide or improve the team's standing on whatever you're doing. It's kind of like it's more or less like a one and done use type of a thing because the skill cooldown on that is pretty slow. with the Alpha Bridge build and the gear sets associated, on a standard 4-piece Alpha Bridge, you get every one of your guns, especially by the time you get high-end weapons, which are my orange weapons. By the time you get those, your guns have talents that can only proc if you meet the requirements of the character. So, like, for example, let me kill this guy real quick, this Betzer, and then I'll kind of explain. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Stick it on this guy, then we shoot. Kill him. See right there, survivor link just went off. Oh my god, another fucking exotic drop. Is this something good? Oh my god, a house! Okay, this is one of those rare drops that we actually need. What we're hoping for right now is it to have certain skills on it so that I can replace this on my fucking D3 build. Oh my god, guys, this was like the best time to do this. All right, come on. We need predatory and or destructive. Yes! Oh my god, we finally got one! What is happening right now? Oh my god, Marcus' favorite. Oh, guys, you have no idea how long I've been waiting for this. I have been waiting like 2 years for a fucking house drop that had this on it. Oh my god. That basically pretty much, I almost have a perfectly optimized D3 build now. Oh my god. I can't believe I just got a house with fucking destructive. If there's a god, he loves me tonight. I'm winning races and I'm also getting fucking equipment that I have been looking for forever. So let me just break down how rare this drop was right now. The odds of me getting this specific thing were, like, astronomically, like, we're talking less than, like, 3%. Oh my god. I can't even believe that we just got that. Unbelievable right now with that fucking luck. That was the luckiest shit in the world. Okay. Let me go over here to the cavern. Unreal. I can't even believe that just happened. So, okay, let me explain why I'm freaking out about this. Well, first things first, let me put this house into the box because I'm going to go get it at my Agent 3, like, instantly. Inventory, house, oh my god. Send, okay. So now any one of my 4 agents have access to my stash, so it's shared between everybody. I have every one of my agents kind of pigeonholed into individual builds. At this point, I got... So this agent is Reclaimer and Alpha Bridge, more or less, as like a hybrid support kind of build. My second division is my skill build, my Tacticians and my Firecrest for fire. My third one is my strong DPS tank build that has... it's full DPS strikers, D3 for tanking, and final measure for additional kind of like support tank. And then my final agent is my Dark Zone agent, which I use for Dark Zone stuff and sniping. So, okay, let me explain why this is so good. I don't know if I have a house on this guy. No, I don't. Okay, let me open the stash again. So, yeah, you can see all these fucking, like, I have so many of these. I have every single exotic that I want. So, okay. This is the house. So, destructive, if you meet the talent requirements of 3,832 firearms, 3,832 stamina, as you can see at the top of the screen. Well, you might not be able to see it super well right now. You can see it good enough. So what happens with this is, if I meet the firearm, stamina, and electronics criteria, then these talents on these guns will proc if I get a kill or whatever they happen to be. So for most of my builds, like if I go to my inventory, I've got destructive on, which is armor destruction value increased by 15 when using the weapon. That means, if you noticed on the elites, they have that white, like, armor bar. With an increased 15% damage to armor, because of this talent, that talent will now do more damage to that specific armor bar, which will help. It helps to murder the elites faster. I also have on this one gun Brutal, which means headshot damage is increased by 12%. Determined is the free talent, which means there are no requirements for firearms or skill power. And that helps to reduce skill cooldown by 7.5 for everything. Because I'm using the Alpha Bridge talent, or the Alpha Bridge gear set, I also get the free talent from my other gun, which is Predatory, which means if I kill the target with this, I also regenerate 35% health over time. That goes true for the other lightweight M4 I have, which I have Competent, which is weapon damage increased by 10 after using a skill. So if I drop, like, right, that's why you'll see when I shoot my sticky bomb blinder, for 15 seconds after this, I get increased weapon damage with this gun. I also have Destructive to increase my armor damage, and then Predatory is my free to kill to get generation. But then I also get Determined as the free because of the Alpha Bridge set. What's interesting about the classified is once you start getting 5 and 6 piece classifieds, there's extra bonuses to this, right? So the set bonus of having 2, health regen, 3, weapon damage, 4, primary and secondary share the free talent. That's nice. And then talent requirements are ignored for all weapon talents. That's kind of nice too. You can basically get whatever you want, the most expensive ones. By a 5 piece, you have health regen. A standard gear set only goes up to 4, and then the classifieds have 5+. And then you have improved Alpha Bridge. So now the signature skills rotate, and they're activated by killing veterans or elites. So this is really for end game hard content, like the incursions and legendary missions. Whatever's up when the enemy's killed is activated for 10 seconds when they're all balanced. And because you can see they're relatively all balanced because I've got a 54, 52, 50, and because they're pretty balanced between each other, you know, they're going to last for 10 seconds. And sometimes these, you know, this is shortened depending on the attribute, depending on the difference of the ranges of your attributes. So, but you no longer activate it yourself, or nobody else can affect you by this because you're essentially a one-man show when it comes to these. Survivor Link, and things like that. So, I know that was kind of a long-winded way, but I've never really streamed Division 1 for you guys, so I want to make sure you understand what's going on. And here's why the house is so good. It's for its free talent. Every one of the exotic weapons has a free talent. I can't believe we just got that, guys. That was unbelievable. So, it came with Destructive. You can only re-roll talents on a gun only one time. In only one of these talents. You can't re-roll it multiple times at the recalibration station. So, what I'm using on my D3 build is a house with Hurried, Destructive, and Card Counter. And this is the free one that's unique to this exotic weapon. One half does 20% increased damage. The other half, the half that deals increased damage, flips after 15 seconds or when you purge the clip. So it's got a really fast rate of fire. The mag's pretty small. But because this is the free talent, it's really, first of all, getting a house is very difficult because of the drop rate of exotic items. So, I did a 1 week fucking test on this last year where I wanted to test on all 4 of my agents on 7 consecutive days. What were we going to see on the boss run for what should we expect from the drop rate? And I kind of broke it down. So, like, there is the fundamental exotic probability breakdown. So you get a 1 out of 4 chance to get an exotic from a boss on the boss run. So that's 25% per boss. You get a 1 in 30 chance to get the exotic you want, which in my case was the house here, right? So now you take that 1 in 30, and then you have to take into consideration the 25%. So you're already so now you're at 25%, and then you're 1 in 30, which is like 2%. And then that gives you, I literally calculated it. You have but you also have 80% chance for a gun per boss, and 20% chance for gear per boss. Given that information, you have you have less than 1% chance to get the exotic you want from a boss. From one boss. Like, from all the bosses. And sometimes you can get an exotic and a classified from the same boss, which is insane. Because the gear is different from its statistics. Because gear, you have 1 in 4 chance to get gear classified from the boss. A classified drop. You also have a 1 in 14 chance to get the gear set you want. Then it continues to go, because that's all the gear sets you have. Then you have even less of a chance. You have a 1 out of 6 chance to get the gear set piece you want. So let's say I need, for example, Agent 1 needs, I'm looking for my Reclaimer build, I'm looking for a Reclaimer classified gloves with most of the pieces on it that I want. And again, that's pretty fucking low. That's low chance to get it, right? Let's just, if you take a look at it from a fundamental standpoint. So like, I think I calculated it out, like the drop rate on that, you have less than you have a 0.29% chance per boss run to get what you want for that. Same thing, you have a 0.75 chance to get it on. The fact that we got this house at all is, that's why I was freaking out about it, because it's so, you gotta not only get a house, right? Getting a house was a 1 out of 30 chance from a boss. Well, fuck. If you got an exotic drop. And getting a house doesn't necessarily mean it needed to come with either destructive or or obviously the perfect scenario would have been it came with destructive and predatory. This thing came with destructive, and I can roll off sustained for predatory, which is insane. Which is just insane that I just got that. So that's why that's kind of the breakdown. That's why I was freaking out, because that is an unbelievable lucky. Like what a day. The fact that we just got, like, we won we did a rando race and we won, and we got a fucking house with the perfect roll, dude. That's nuts. For that build. Now, that build, my D3 build is functionally complete at this point. The only thing I need now is a classified D3 FNC chest with skill haste or enemy armor damage or ammo. Because on a classified gear, you can roll 2 talents, not just 1. So, lots of crazy shit happening here. That was unreal. I can't... What a day, man. What a fucking day. This is crazy. I can't even believe that just happened. I guess it's kind of similar to the people that, like, grind, like, raids every fucking day in World of Warcraft, and then they're, like, hoping that they... Like, the raid boss could drop... Like, you run the raid, like, every day, and you're hoping for the one fucking drop you need, and then it's no different here, where, like, oh, did you actually get what you needed? And it's like, no, oh, great, I have to run the fucking raid again. Lodestar backpack. Ooh, a C79 scope, too. We actually need one of those. Oh, there's some assholes over here. And sometimes we get... So, I can't fast travel unless the perimeter is secure, and the way I know that the perimeter is secure is by waiting for my... when I get... Depending on how I kill people, I'll get a payout. Like right here, you see where it says survivor, headshot, all that. Yeah, that's the payout. So now I can fast travel where I want to. Before we do that, though, we just got some good stuff. Okay, that was not good. We got a Lone Star backpack. Do we need that? No, it looks like backpack is completely... Well, it's fully calibrated. I don't know if it's fully optimized. I'm seeing I need classified knees, classified gloves, but maybe backpack isn't. So this is a situation where I got a classified drop, which is rare, and I don't need it, so it goes right in the trash. Which is kind of sad when you think about it. C79 scope is nice. I actually need that for... What agent needs that? my tacticians. I'm looking for a C79 scope, greater than 19 critical hit damage, up to 20 and a half. So this is not any different than what I already have, so this goes in the trash. And that's why we take notes. And now we keep going. This is so nutty, dude. Like, what a fucking day.
So thankful I found you. Thank God you're here.
Do we need these tools? We certainly do not. The main thing we're trying to do in this game, other than obviously trying to get as much, I'd like to get these perfect builds that I've been trying to get for years, really, is, and I don't always play this game all the time, right? It's usually like once in a while if I get the urge to jump back in here and start running, like I want to get on the grind. Because this is a game I don't really have to think about doing anything too much until I'm like, unless I'm doing like incursions or like really difficult missions, and usually in order to do those you have to sync up with people, and I'm not usually not that I don't like playing with people, but it's a lot harder to play games with people, like coordinate and all that. Like, I don't. And then you have to like get on the mic and all that shit, and it's like, not that it's bad, but it's just that sometimes I just want to sit here and just fucking like, you know, mindlessly shoot things. You'll notice, you might notice too, that when I actually shoot guys and I reload, when the reload bar gets past half, so like if I shoot this right now and I reload, you see right here where the bar is going up to halfway. Once it passes halfway and I hit Y and swap to my other weapon, it'll finish reloading that clip, and that saves about at least a full second of time, and sometimes that full second is needed. That's the difference between dying and not dying in some of these scenarios. Always gotta murder those two guys. We got a fucking perfect house. God, that is insane. Like, unbelievable. Because I don't use a house on any of my other builds. And the house is probably like the best weapon to use for PvP too, because again, it shoots so damn fast and it's so damaging. Yeah, recovery, survivor, and tactical. I think I can teleport? Okay. This next section between this district and Flatiron is the longest process from boss to boss that it ever takes in the boss run. Because you have to, there's not a faster way to get to where you need to be to fight that enemy without running this way. I've timed it. It's just, this is the fastest way. Oh, is this Betzer? I don't know. Belzer. You see what I was saying about like the enemies just melt? with this build right now. Like, that's an elite. That is a named elite. Named elites are the hardest enemies in the game. And the fact that I'm just like whistling through them so quickly and murdering them is pretty outstanding. We also do the boss run too because it's got a good. I also need to loot things off of corpses, which is part of the accommodation. 16 CHD on small grip. That's ass. We don't even sniff anything under 19. Let me go back to Agent 1 and see what Agent 1 needs. Ideally, I'd rather be using Agent 1.
I wish I could do something for you.
Shit. Looter at one time I was at 2,000. I've got to loot a shitload of stuff in order to get like the commendation. Ultimately I'm trying to go for full commendations in this game to finally feel like I'm done with the game. It's obviously easier said than done. I know Destiny has similar efforts, but like this is where we're at, 2,500 total score. But like some of these, like all of these mission ones, basically are incursions that I've just never done. So like we're trying to get kills, and once we get to 7,500. Then we get that commendation's done, and we also get a little patch. Long strike, SMG kills. That's why we're rocking D3. 100,000 kills, we get the Reaper. Things like that. Shotguns. Helping people, killing hunters. I killed a few hunters yesterday. Getting all these shields, which once I finish all these. Missions on Legendary, we'll be done with that. Hunters in Survival, and more survival stuff. Combination of 3,000. Basically, if I were to do the incursions, I should be getting to 3,000. But getting all the shields were to help incentivize people to get back on Division 1 to get ready for Division 2, because you could unlock some swag, like patches and cool shit in Division 2 if you were to do it. Which it certainly worked for me, because giving me an excuse to come back to this game was, once I found out Division 2 was coming back, they basically said, oh, hey, we're coming out with Division 2. Come on back to Division 1, and you can get all this shit. And I was like, and you can get, like, unique stuff for Division 2. I'm like, fuck yeah. I'm in for that. Yeah, let's go this way. I usually like to do the dailies. I haven't really been going in the Dark Zone. I usually don't go in the Dark Zone much. I have one agent that I'm basically using for the Dark Zone at this point. And that's my fourth agent, my lady agent. We've got Michael, Jackson, and I don't know who the other dude's name is. This guy looks like he used to play for, for some people. Get out of here, puppy. The only thing I don't really like about playing this game is that you have to hold sprint a lot, and that becomes a lot of stress on my thumb. That was one of the reasons I had to stop playing this game for a while, because like now I do like this, where I like hold the button with like my pointer finger, and I try to like. Then I hold the controller underneath with my thumb so that I can give my thumb a rest. We're just collecting some weapon parts, because why not? Kill these guys because they're going to fuck us if we don't. We're going to hit a box here pretty soon on.
Hey, you think we can still catch that shit?
So movement speed increases when you pop Survivor Link, and decreased enemy damage incoming. ECRE is trash, trash. Crap, crap, double crap. Exotic damage resilience is crap. And then we just got a field research secret. So these you can get exotics out of as well. Because sometimes you get like a bonus where you can get like a bonus thing inside your cache, which is good. That just helps as well. So the more experience you get. So now we're done with Flatiron. Now we go up to Police Academy because we basically cut through a back alley and we're at the boss. Took me a while to figure out that this is probably the fastest way to do it. I used to go right to the safe house and run down, but now you can fast travel to any of the original mission locations at any point in time. So it's really convenient to just quickly fast travel. You guys don't know how spoiled we are now that like fast traveling to places takes like 5 seconds. It used to take like 45 seconds to fast travel, and when I played this game on the Xbox One, it was really slow.
JTF has lost his goddamn mind.
See that? All it takes is 1 second. So this was just a gear set drop. And we're good to go.
Now entering a safe area.
Alright, let's go get some ammo. But yeah, this is the game I usually like. If I have like some downtime during my workday, I'll just fire this up and run the boss run.
The safe area.
See if I can pick up some more gear. I don't need anybody. I don't need to communicate with anybody. It's possible to run incursions and legendaries by yourself, but you need a very optimized build, and you need to be perfect at your execution to get that to work. I've seen Cantan do that before. If you ever watch any of his videos, if you're ever curious like how hard that shit is, dude, his build is fucking perfectly optimized, and he has to execute perfectly. He's finishing like incursions in 12 minutes, and a lot of that has to be done fast because like when you pop it, he uses one build. He was using strikers with signature skill and commanding, which helps to increase your time per kill. It's insane what he's doing, dude. This is one of the hardest bosses on the run, primarily because there's not a lot of cover. Fuck. You have to work a combination to get kills with food items, so I have to remember to do that. That's not super easy to remember to do. These consumables have a cooldown. There's a modification to my support station, my box that I drop, that allows me to not need to lose ammo to the wind. It completely keeps me refilled of ammo if I have it out there and active. That's a modification. On a reclaimer build, all of the mods that you could put on your talents or your I don't want to say they're perks. Your division weapons or tech or whatever it's called. I think it's division tech. It actually, you get all the mods on that build, and that's part of the build. Tactical mask. P90. Tactical. Urban assault pads we don't need. D3 holster we don't need. High velocity mag we don't need. Combat assignment cache. This might be a gun. Infantry MG5. That's nice. We could use that potentially for a build. Commanding, determined, and skilled. Let's take a look at my 4th agent. I'm looking for ferocious, determined, destructive, and determined. Not this one. So we deconstruct that and we move on. And that's why we have to take notes, boys and girls, because if we don't take notes, I don't remember what I still need from like years prior. Like some of this stuff is like years in the making. Because I usually only play this game for a couple of weeks, like for like once a year. And I like to be able to jump right back in and remember what I need to get, because otherwise I don't. If I don't know what I need to, until my builds are completely optimized, then I'm just jumping in to just play. There's not real reason. To me, this game is 100% complete once I get all the achievements and I do everything in the game, like, and I get all my commendations. I get all the commendations, and that doesn't even include global event stuff. Obviously, if I can get all the global event stuff done, that's great. But if I can get all the standard in-game commendations, and I can get all of the achievements, and I don't even necessarily need to fully optimize my agent. As far as I'm concerned, I'm done with this game. The game is done. I beat it. I've completed it as complete as it can get. The problem with a game like this, though, is the clock is ticking all the time because you don't know when they're going to shut it down. Right? They can shut it down at any time, so like with a fully online game like this, some of these achievements are not going to be as easy to come by later on. Whipped out my pistol and just shot his ass. That's funny. Converted SMG9. That gun used to be decent, like, early. And now, most of these builds that we're doing, like, I'm using 2 lightweight M4s, primarily because they have great accuracy, great stability, and they're probably the best. I mean, probably the best gun, best overall weapon in the game. Luckily for me, I ended up getting a blueprint for a level 34, well, a max level lightweight M4. So if I needed to craft, if I go to the crafting station, I can just craft lightweight M4s. What's nice about that too is if anybody's in my party and I go to the crafting station, I can share it with them, so I can get with them whatever they need.
Is safe.
But again, I don't really play this with many people. I thought this said Sun Titty. And obviously this boss run has taken a little longer than it usually does. That's because I'm like explaining a bunch of stuff. This is not the most, I'll admit, this is not the most entertaining thing to watch, in my opinion. It is when you're doing like incursions and stuff and things like that, but I mean, I love this game. It's great. There's always a reason for me to keep coming back to it, right? From the commendations, and now, of course, you guys that know me enough know that like I love to just kind of grind things out to get like 100% just about anything. So it's never really a problem for me to. On the box. Hardest part about doing these is you need to reloading is being patient for that extra second because it's really easy. Just be like, oh no, I'm not gonna wait. Like, there we go. We got him. We hit his backpack on the back of it. So you know I can. If you blow that up, you can. He damages himself. Ooh, event break. We actually need that for our MG. Do I need a vent break for something? What the fuck am I using a vent break for? Rifles. Loud vent break on the house. %17% crit. Okay, we have 18 on it right now. Alright. That's it for that. More often than not, I have most of the builds are pretty well adjusted. I like making builds. I'm not very good at like figuring out, like, as you guys know, I'm not very good at figuring out builds and testing them. I just don't have that kind of time. If I was getting paid to do this, like legitimately getting paid like all day long, then I would probably sit here and build craft all day. But I don't always have the mental fortitude to be sitting here and build craft and be like, okay, let's test this today. Let's test this today. But I'm not getting paid to do that, and it's just, it can be mind-numbing and frankly, it's boring. That's why, like, I have a hard time, you know, like we were seeing, like, I can't just jump right back into, like, doing Galdera routing right away, because that's exhausting, and doing, you know, Paper Mario Master Quest routing, because it's the same problem. You have to, like, route the fight to be able to beat it, and it's exhausting. Because you gotta figure, a lot of this stuff I have to figure out on my own, or I'd like to figure out on my own, but I mean sometimes it's not feasible. So this guy is actually whoa, I'm inside there. See, that was another agent. Or at least he had agent gear. There's only one agent around these parts, young man. Whoa, shit. Alright, deconstruct. And that's the boss run. That is the boss run. And then we're back here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna log out of this agent at this point, because there's not much this agent needs to do anymore. But we're gonna log out of this one. I'm gonna log into my third agent, and I'm gonna strip my house, recalibrate, hopefully recalibrate my other house, the house I just got, and then we're good to go. I also ranked the urgency of the agent needing this too. The urgency of me getting the house was I set to high. That's like the biggest thing that agent needs. The urgency of me getting, like, and then I also need a classified D3 chest with skill haste or enemy armor damage or ammo. That's a low urgency need because I have a pretty good chest right now. It's just kind of like ticky-tacky shit at this point.
Now entering a safe area.
Because right here you see hurried crits increase reload speed by 10 to a minimum of 1 second reload time. That's not great. I rolled on destructive so that it could make this a little bit more viable. But now that destructive's on it, I can roll on predatory onto this, and that's what I'm gonna end up using it for. So now I don't need. I have like you can see, I have all these houses with like ferocious, incompetent, commanding, ferocious. Like I have a bunch of these, and now we're just gonna end up. This house is just going like I have so many of these that I don't need. Oh, I have all this from we did an incursion the other day. I got oh, that's right. I was hanging on to it to sell it, and I had to hop off, so I had to go to pool. So now what we can do is sell this. I could sell my houses too, but we usually just do bulk sell junk. This is my agent I sell things on because this commendation warrants selling stuff right now. See, I have crafting. I have 15 more, and then I get to 1,000. Rerolling, we're going to do a few of those, but right here, the sellout. This agent is at 38.48 for selling out of 5,000. I think that number goes to 10,000. So I just sell. Every time I go to trash, I just trash it instead of deconstructing it on site. I just wait and go to a vendor and sell it all so that I can get this commendation up to speed or finished. And it's a process, right? That's why this one's at 21.44 for looting. This one is a agent specific, so I'm not using it much. And then we got some of these other ones too, like Black Market, but these general ones are just long. Okay, we sold some stuff. Did we grab the house from the box? I don't think so. So stash. There it is. Send. Yeah, I'm gonna stand over here because I don't like it when people get in my fucking way. Okay. So for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to equip. I could equip another house. I could have 2 houses. I don't know if I'm supposed to have 2. I could. I don't. I'd have to relook at this build. I think the lightweight M4 was on there because I needed. I don't know if you could use 2 houses. Let me go to the shooting range. I don't know if you can. Could use 2 houses with the shield. But this is a very basic. This build is pretty straightforward. Essentially, you pop a shield, and your shield becomes like. You walk around and pull. You're pulling aggro for everybody because your aggro increases just by pulling. So if I
You are now leaving the safe
right
area.
here increase threat, melee damage, boom. So, can I switch weapons here? Well, let's find out. Let's just say I put on this new house I just got, right? It's 261, right? Now that I got 2 houses, how does that look? Oh, this is why I don't like. So let's say I pop this now. Can I swap guns? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. I didn't think you could.
Readings indicate this area is safe.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put on that lightweight M4 back on. I don't, what the fuck one did I have on? I don't know. Let me go back to loadouts. Yeah, it's fine. Just equip it. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we need to inspect this gun. Actually, go to mod. What do we have on this? So we have the so we're just gonna strip it. Everything that I had on it before is coming back on. And now we replace this with my new house, this 261. And we put all the mods back on it. So we had an extended mag, right? Yep. This. Small grip. Loud vent brake. C79 scope. For a CHD. Nothing changed there. And then we can actually turn it on. So now that this thing is hot sex, let's make it look like hot sex. We are now tanky, so I'm kind of thinking we play dark or burst twilight. Let's go with marshland. I like that look. Okay. Now we're gonna save this to our current build. Yep. And there we go. And that's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. Only took like fucking years to get that stupid thing. Now we go back down here. We can get some more ammo, and we're gonna try to roll on predatory.
Don't be shy.
On the recalibration station. This allows you to recalibrate stuff. So I'm gonna try to roll on predatory. So yep. So we'll roll off sustain. And look at all these different calibrations. These are all the talents. So what we're looking for is predatory. But look at how expensive this is. It costs a lot of Phoenix credits, which is alternative currency, to do this. So because it's an exotic weapon. So it costs more money to invest in the reconstruction. So I usually only do this a handful of times a day. Or at most. We got sustained, determined, talented, hurried. Okay, so usually... I'll put vicious on for now. Well, here. I'm just going to keep sustained because I didn't get ferocious. Or I didn't get predatory. We're looking for predatory. Okay, now we're going to try it again. We got ferocious. But we can't proc ferocious because we don't have 38, 32. I'll do this maybe 2 more times. See, this is what happens. We never get what we want. We want predatory. Come on, predatory. There it is. Sweet. And we're done. And now, so now that the house is fully calibrated properly, because I got now house with destructive and predatory. Just taking some notes. Predatory card counter. Now we can go over here to the optimization station and increase its level. So this will increase its damage and get it as fully optimized as possible. This is a different kind of cost. This costs credits, which I have a shitload of money because that's shared between all agents, and division tech. And division tech is not easy to come by. So we're going to optimize. 265. 269. 273. See, my CHC is maxed out. 275. 277. I think this goes up to 291. 280. 282. 84. Now it's at 286 fully optimized. It cannot go any higher. So that's good. 286, and what we do with this is we mark this fully optimized on my spreadsheet. Boom. That build, this gun will never need to be adjusted again. And we're good to go. We might as well do some crafting. We need, for this agent needs what? Omega suppressor. I mean, so we go to mods. Omega rifle suppressor. We can roll. Do we need any vertical grips? 12x scope. That's at 33. We don't want that ideally. Oh, Omega rifle suppressor. Do we need any extended mags? Omega suppressor, 18 and a half. So we can craft a few of these. This is for my strikers build. So we're looking for this suppressor, we're looking for headshot damage at 18 and a half. I'll probably do 5 of these. 17. 17. God, this is rough. 16 and a half. 16. Okay, we're going the wrong way, buddy. 16 and a half. Okay, so then we stop. Because I don't like just sitting there and rolling that indefinitely. So whoops, we're going to sell that. Is there anything else we need while I'm standing here? I need an LE skill power mod for... my tacticians at 267. 231. 249. 244. That's not terrible. But as you can see, it costs pretty quickly when you do this in mass. 257. So we're hoping to get skill power and 267 on a roll. CHC 243. 232. It's not easy. You gotta kind of get lucky. That's essentially where we're at in this game now, is just getting lucky. We are gonna get a commendation though here in a second. Does anybody need anything really? Support station healing rate at 5%. I need one of those. I also need an LE, so I probably should have looked a little bit closer when I was doing that. That's why I like to keep my agents in lock and step with what I'm doing for each one. Mobile cover health. We're looking for support station healing rate at 5. No. No. Although that's not terrible. Support station duration at 7 is about as high as it gets. Healing speed at 4.5 is about as high as it goes. don't need that. First aid allied heal on 5.5 isn't desirable. We finally got that. We finally got this commendation. It only took like. God, this game came out in 2016, so or fall 2015, so it's been a long time. So I actually don't need any of these. We finally got, now that commendation is completely done. Which means I can, if I have anything for crafting, crafting is done. I also ranked all the guns. Finally, though, look at this. Commendation. It is done. 22. Boom. Crafty got updated. And look at this. Good with my hands. Handsome. Very good. 1,000 items were crafted. It only took years and years and years. And now, if we wanted to adjust our man, I could put a patch on him. Since the patches are a part of your appearance on your guy. I'm using currently the pandemic one because when I was playing this, I was playing as a part during the pandemic. But now we can put on some of these harder ones that we got. Like handsome. This one at Modeling Agent took a long time. Credited was also a long time. Doing the emoticons was annoying.
Don't be shy.
Riot Patrol, that's killing 10,000 rioters, 10,000 LMB, 10,000 cleaners. When we get Reaper, like obviously I don't have a lot of these patches, but I mean that's a lot of fucking like crafting. Like I usually want to showcase all the hard work I had to put on these agents to fucking get there, guys. We're talking hours and hours and hours and hours and hours worth of work that ended up netting this stuff. Guys, I'm thrilled. I think I'm gonna stop there. I am thrilled. I can't believe we fucking got a house. Like, first of all, we got a house. That's insane. Getting a house with a role that I've been waiting for like years is even better. So, what a great day. What a great day. We did just about everything you could think of. But I'm going to stop there. I'm going to raid. Let's go raid Cheese. Whoops. Nope, we're not. Nope, cancel. Cheese is playing a new, like, Pokemon hack called Mariomon. It's basically a whole new story, like, Mario characters, but Pokemon, you capture like Goombas and like turtles and stuff like that. So let's go say hi to him. Raid message BL Mazza Blankies. So yeah, thanks for hanging out with me tonight, guys, and dealing with my division stuff and getting me that dub on that race. We finally are moving on with our lives. We got to win, so it's all good. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys down the road. Bye.